at you. You're home. You so excited? I'm Valerie Welch, and we just moved to Richmond, Kentucky. This is our 4-year-old Keeler. We got her when she was 6 weeks old. Her mom kind of abandoned her. We have a Bernese Mountain Dog who adopted her, and she started lactating without having puppies so she could nurse Fancy. She totally attached to my daughter, Emily. She just turned 13 the other day. Every second Emily's home, they are together. When Fancy went missing, we were in Utah visiting family. So my husband stayed at home to work because he just started a job, so he couldn't get time off. So he stayed home with the dogs and put them in the kennel when he went to work, came home, brought them out, they hung out in the house with them. When he was at work one day, I got a call from a neighbor saying our dogs were out while we were in Utah. I called a friend of mine and she went out looking for the dogs, and we found everybody except for Fancy. So I called my husband and he came home from work and was looking for Fancy. He couldn't find her anywhere. Come nighttime, he left some food out, and in the morning there was no Fancy. So I started posting, looking all over. The person who lives in Bus, he owns about 3,000 acres. So there was a lot of land for Fancy to be missing. So you can see our front lawn and then that big field. Emily would lay her clothes out on the front lawn and lay out on the grass for hours at a time. One day I had to call Emily in at like 1 o'clock in the morning to get her to come inside because she was waiting for Fancy. We decided one day we were going to take the dogs and go out and see if the dogs could smell her or get some sign of her. We came across a worker who works at the farm across the street, and they said a couple days ago they saw her and an old lady up the road picked her up. The woman who found her was in her late 80s, and so she couldn't take care of Fancy, so she had her niece come take her. The next day, they called us and they brought Fancy back to us. Our thing I just kept telling Emily was, don't lose hope. So it was 12 days from the day she left till the day we were reunited.